have a preschooler this year and a kindergartner, and I'm debating on what to do with their phonics and reading program and their science. Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. If you're new here, I am a second generation young homeschool mom. I have 3 little kids. 2 of them I will be doing school with. 1 will be in preschool and 1 will be in kindergarten, but she's a little ahead, so she'll be doing partly kindergarten work and partly first grade work. And I'm, thinking through what I want to do for this 2024-2025 school year coming up as I'm deciding what curriculum to pick. And I'm really happy with what we're doing for math. I have a plan for history. I have a plan for Bible. I have a plan for geography. I really have most things kind of sorted out in my mind of what I want to do, except for 2 subjects I'm still kind of debating back and forth on. One is science and one is their phonics and reading programs. So with science, this year we've really been doing some nature notebooks where we read about different animals, learn about different animals, and then I get to fill out a little page where I do some sort of lap book or coloring page or something, and then they tell me what they've learned and I write it at the bottom. And we did that pretty faithfully up until about Christmas when we lost steam, and I just haven't been able to get back into the rhythm of doing it. And while my kids have really enjoyed it, and they have enjoyed it, so that's kind of why I'm in 2 minds. I just kind of have lost steam over it, and I don't really know if I want to do that this year. And especially since with kindergarten, we're introducing some new stuff for my older daughter. I'm wondering if it's going to be more work and we should pare back since she's already adding on some additional stuff or not. And I'm kind of in 2 minds, I guess. I've also thought about, well, maybe some other sort of hands-on kind of sciencey stuff, or maybe we should just skip it altogether. I don't know. Part of me leans towards skipping it all together. Like I said, since we're adding a lot of stuff into the kindergarten year, kind of getting her used to that without extra work that's unnecessary. And science at this age is unnecessary. It's fun. It's additional. They like the subjects, but it's not something that I feel like academically she needs to be in. But again, they both really enjoyed the nature notebooking, and so I'm in 2 minds because I'm like, well, it's something they both love to do, so am I taking it away? Would it be a good thing to do nothing and give her space with her schooling, or is it something that they love and I'm just not putting in the effort to do and I should be putting in the effort to do? So I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Like I said, I've thought about other curriculum. I thought about Apologia, pre-K science, because it looked fun and simple and not too crafty. I'm not super crafty, but it's not the cheapest. So I kind of don't think I'm going to go with that. And I haven't really found another kindergarten or pre-K science that I love. Like I said, most of them are super crafty, super hands-on, and I just don't have the time and energy for that. I'm just not that kind of person. I like them to do crafts and play with stuff, but that's more them versus me teaching them through that. So yeah, I'm kind of torn. So that's kind of where I'm with science, kind of in the debating. I think I'm leaning towards just not doing any. But then when I say that, I'm like, I don't know. So phonics, however, so I'm in 2 minds because I love the program we're doing, and we are going to continue with the Logic of English Foundations. That's a given in my mind. My debate is with my older daughter. She's so far ahead. So she's been doing preschool this year, and she's already a third of the way through the 3rd out of 4 books in the Foundations program. She's in first grade reading right now. It's insane. So they have 4 levels in this program. But at the end of the 3rd, they'll have learned most of their phonograms that they need to know. There's a few advanced ones that happen in a handful of words that they won't have learned. But they'll have learned most. And from what I can tell with the 4th book in the program, it starts introducing grammar and a little bit more spelling, more comprehension, fluency, but not as much teaching them to read. They'll introduce a few advanced phonograms. More, I think the focus is slowly shifting in it to grammar and spelling and other aspects of language arts while incorporating comprehension and stuff, and just practice. And that would make sense if I plan to go into their essentials program, which is their spelling and grammar program, but I don't. When she's done here, I have something else I plan to do with her for grammar, for spelling, and in fact, in her kindergarten year, I'm going to introduce some little bits of it slowly. And so I'm in 2 minds. I think I'm leaning towards not doing the 4th book in the program. But when we finish the level that she's currently on, just getting lots and lots of readers for her to practice reading, because she'll have had all the tools that she needs. She'll know all her phonograms. She'll know how to decipher the majority of words. And I feel like the rest she might be able to pick up with just reading with me, 10 minutes a day. We'll just pick up. And she loves when I get her like little readers that she can do. And since she'll have learned them, she should be able to do all of the level 1 I can read books. And so I should be able to just from the library get a lot. So I'm thinking I'm leaning that way with her, just because she does pick up really fast and she hasn't been struggling. And I don't think we're going to need the little bit of reinforcement that the last one gives, along with a lot of stuff that I would just skip. So that's kind of where I'm at with her. But then with my younger daughter, who was going into preschool, and I know it's not essential that she learns all her letters or anything, but I'm working on her with her alphabet. And it has been a different kettle of fish from teaching my older daughter. They are so different. And so I've been trying to figure out how to teach her the alphabet because it doesn't seem to connect with her very well. And so we've done a lot of flashcards and that was not getting us anywhere. And then middle of this year, I picked up a program called Alphabet Adventures by Where Did You Learn That? And we've been doing that, and that has helped a lot. Like, I feel like she's picked up some, but I also feel like she's still not connecting with it as well as I would like. It's improved for sure. And to be fair, I'm not doing the Alphabet Adventures exactly as written. I'm kind of using it how I want to. So maybe that's my fault a little bit that it's not 100% working. I do like it. And I will continue using what I have, but it comes in 2 parts. There's the first half and the second part. So I'm debating if I want to get, finish this first half, which I will do, and then get the second half. Or there's 2 other options. If I want to go directly into Logic of English Foundations Level A, because they do start by teaching the alphabet. But after going through it with my older daughter last year, they go really fast. So I could do it and then just slow it down and spend a lot of time on the same lesson. But that kind of sounds tedious to me, and I don't know if she would enjoy it. But I mean, it is kind of unnecessary to do the alphabet before doing that program because it really does start with that. But then they also do introduce a lot of other concepts. And since she's not quite as advanced as my older daughter, I think she's pretty much on level. My older daughter was just way ahead of herself. I'm not sure if trying to do the alphabet as well as adding other dynamics is a good idea. So I guess I could do the Alphabet Adventures, which I'm okay with. Or I could do the Logic of English Level A and just take it super slow, which I guess it doesn't sound like very much fun to me. Or the other thing I've contemplated is getting the Get Set, Get Ready, and Go for the Code. So it's the books before Explode the Code. There's a set of 3 that's focused on letter learning and sounds and the alphabet, basically, and just the pre-phonics. And they're not very expensive. And I've looked through and kind of seen a sample, just basic work pages to get your child to start learning the alphabet. And so I'm debating about that. That's another option I was considering. Do I want to do that or not? And then if I do go that way, I'm debating, do I want the teacher manual or not? I would say with my older daughter, I said, no, we'll just do it. But I know that the teacher's manual, from what I heard another, I think maybe Megan from Pennies and Salt, if I'm remembering right, said that it has a ton of additional information and helping and lesson ideas and just ways to engage, that there's a lot more than just the work pages that the student books have. And so I'm like, well, since she's having trouble, do I want to do that and kind of take it slower? I don't know. I'm just in a couple of minds. And so I'm trying to figure out what I think would work well for her, because I don't want to just buy a new program. And maybe it's just that she's not ready. And so we should just do what I have and kind of just slowly repeat, just getting her more and more familiar until she is and it connects. I don't know. I'm in 2 minds because for a while it seemed like it was really connecting, the Alphabet Adventures. And then we learned, several more letters and she's got them. And I will say it has gone a lot further than we were, but now we're kind of at the place where she's not retaining it as well. So I'm like, well, I guess maybe I should put a pause on it. I don't think I'm going to put a pause on it, not because I couldn't, but because she enjoys it. We're not doing any sort of advanced work that's frustrating for her. And if she doesn't get it, I'm not forcing it. I help her and I remind her. None of it's like must learn. And so she loves having her school and her work pages like her older sister. So I'm not going to pause because I think actually it's good for her to have those. But I'm torn between the Alphabet Adventures, Logic being left Foundation A with nothing, or trying to get the Explode the Code. If you have another idea along those lines, I'd love to know. Even like free work pages that you found online, that would be helpful. So let me know if you have some suggestions on that one. But I'm kind of, at this point, those are the 3 I'm debating between, and I have not made a decision. But that's kind of where I'm at with planning. Like I said, the other subjects, I do feel like I kind of have an idea of where I'm going to go with them. I feel like I've got them mostly dialed in. if not completely very close. And so I feel comfortable with those. Those are just the ones that I'm kind of waffling on, I guess, and I haven't decided. But so that's just kind of walking through some of the thoughts where I'm at. Hopefully that's helpful for you. If you do like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, or even if there's any other video content that you would like me to create, go ahead and let me know that below as well. And I hope you have a wonderful week.